The word campo usually refers to the countryside or a rural area. Out of the estimated 11.5 million people in the country, around 20% live in rural settlements called campos. Life here is quite different from the towns and cities due to the lack of infrastructure and work opportunities. Despite the noticeable poverty, most inhabitants do manage though to survive and raise children, who then later on often move to urban areas for better work and career opportunities. The countryside is a haven of lush landscapes, mountains, rivers and agricultural fields. These areas boast stunning natural beauty, offering plenty of opportunities for outdoor activities like hiking, horse or motorbike riding and fishing. The houses in the campos are usually made of wooden planks and tin roofs, although the wealthier residents will build theirs out of concrete blocks. Inside the houses, the floor will often just be dirt or concrete for those who can afford it. The number of rooms in the house will again depend on how much money the occupants have. Those who can afford it have a bedroom separate from the living area, and some even have 2 bedrooms. One for the children, otherwise the kids will be sleeping with the parents. The living area may also have a kitchen at one end, but the majority has an outside kitchen or no kitchen at all. Windows are generally only an opening with some shutters. And cooking is usually done on what's called a fogon, which is usually made of concrete in a U shape or like a horseshoe with an indent in it for the fire. Or simply 3 concrete blocks on the floor with a space in the middle where you put either the wood or the charcoal. So I'm driving out this dirt road towards something called Madre Vieja, and I met this gentleman here, Kiko.
Kiko.
¿Cómo estás?
Bien.
And you speak a bit of English.
Oh, he says in English?
Yeah, the video's in English, Kiko. So
He says my name, Kiko.
Yeah. So where did you learn English?
He says it's 20 years.
Yeah, you learned some English here?
Yeah.
Yeah. So 20 years.
Yeah, 20
And
years.
you live here on a farm?
Yes, my family is in Madre Vieja.
And you work in construction?
Yeah, it's in the country.
Construction.
Yeah.
Where are you constructing at the moment? ¿Dónde tú construyes ahora?
Ahora, by there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Un casa?
Yeah.
A house. He's building a house.
Now you're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, very good.
My family.
That's your family. Saludo. All right. ¿Cómo estás? Yo produzo un video. So, ¿tú? Papa? Papa de él. Okay. Bueno. Toda familia aquí.
Yeah.
¿Cómo te llamas?
Julián.
Julián, ¿tú tienes una finca?
No, casita.
Casita, ya. Es un bonito lugar.
Yeah.
Abajo, sí.
¿Tú hablas inglés también?
No,
Un poco, no.
Okay. Anyway, mucho gusto los dos. Okay. So, yo paso mi flyer para mi canal aquí. So, checa esa. Educated Traveler.
yeah.
Okay. Y muchas gracias para tus comentarios.
Amén.
Okay, perfecto.
Vamos a enseñarte la casa mía para que... ¿Tú speak English?
Yeah, I speak English, a lot of it.
Okay. Para que tú la pases por el canal, para que los amigos tuyos me
He
ayuden.
says, it's in my house. He says, why over there?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. He said, by possible, I amigo,
Mhm.
I looky to my house.
Yeah.
Yeah, over there.
Se me cayó. Dígale que se me cayó.
It's tipped
Yeah,
over
black. Yeah.
with the flood.
Yeah,
Con el río.
yeah.
Crea
Yeah.
problema de casa.
La lluvia, over there.
Okay, so what he's saying is his house is tilted over because of the flooding that's happened out here.
Vamos.
Okay, yeah, let's go and have a look.
Vamos a verlo.
I like adventure.
Vamos.
Okay, good stuff. All right, so we're at their house right now. And mattresses, everything. Yeah. So, mucho agua. Y el agua arriba de eso?
Aquí arriba no, he says,
All right, so the water came down here, flooded over the back. Yeah. So, es un grande río. This was one big flood.
Sí.
Was it 2 semanas atrás? 2 weeks ago. So they're gonna construir un muro. Yeah. Yeah. So tú quieres construir un pequeño muro para protección para el futuro. So they're gonna put blocks here around the house. Yeah. Good idea. Preventiva, is it? Yeah. Yeah. So let's just have a look around the area. So this is a country area halfway to Madre Vieja.
Madre Vieja.
Yeah.
Rio Seco.
Uh-huh.
Rio Seco.
See? Okay. And the other way, got a horse parked down there at the charging station. They charge it with carrots. All right. So, y también aquí tú quieres blocks. Block. Yeah. Yeah.
Desértico.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. So, a lot of damage. Eso un séptico.
Yeah.
Séptico.
Yo hice.
So, tú reparas esa ahora.
Déjame para acá.
Mm-hmm. Okay, yeah. So when these villages are hit really hard and water destroys so many things, it can take them weeks to straighten stuff up. Well, at least now they've got good weather to dry all the clothes and make some preventative work here. Yeah. Pero tú tienes el casa.
Terreno mío.
Yeah. So this is his land. Yeah. Terreno. ¿Cuántos años vives aquí?
Más de 15.
Yeah, more than 15.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10.
Yeah. So the water was up to where he's pointing his hand. So that's like 70 centimetros.
Yeah.
Incredible. So everything's up here at the moment.
Aquí.
Yeah.
No hay problema aquí.
Uh-huh. Okay. We'll just have a peek through there. Yeah. Out the other way. Yeah. But this is how a lot of them, they live in wooden houses, and with yeah, so mucha lluvia entra. So, so tú necesito cambiar eso.
Ayuda para eso.
Uh-huh.
No dinero, no recursos.
Okay. So anyway, he would like some financial help. I have just met Nubelina and her children here. Hola todos. Hola. So I'm just halfway to Madre Vieja. Hola. And she's lying at some ravine here. It looks like a lot of water's washed everything out. She's got 4 children. We've got cows up the back here. Muy tranquila aquí. Very relaxed out here. I'm asking if she likes living here. No? No. ¿Por qué no? No luz?
No, no.
No electricity? ¿Tiene agua?
No.
No water?
No, no tiene nada. No, no, no.
So it's a duro vida. It's hard life.
A buscar agua aquí. Agua.
So she gets water over here. There's a water tank. 4 years here. So, ¿y tú bambinos te gusta aquí? No.
No.
¿Dónde quiere vivir? Where would you like to live, I'm asking? He wants to live in a nice looking house. Con agua y luz. Y piscina. He wants a pool as well. So this is where they live. Humble house here in the jungle. And there's a little garden here. There's some chicken scruffling around over here in the bush. So yeah, very quiet and peaceful out here. Just a cute little family. You never know who you're going to meet when you go bush over here. Okay, so here they have rooster. And they have chicken.
¿Y tiene el otro?
Y el otro. Y diferentes momentos esa caminar aquí también. Yeah. Okay. Muy bien.
Mira ahí
Y
casa.
bicicleta, pichá.
Picha. There you go. So there's some sheets in here. You see the kitchen over here and sleeping quarters here. Yeah. So there's beds here. Beds there could be a little bit hard to see with the light. And then we have the light over here. They sleep here. So yeah, that's really bedrooms and the kitchen in there. So humble living, but this is country living. Life in the campos is slower and more relaxed compared to urban centres. Family and communities are prioritised over the hustle and bustle of city life. Neighbours are very supportive of each other, knowing that they might just need help themselves one day. While it may seem like many people are just sitting around and doing nothing, they are actually building a sense of community and connection, which is crucial for survival and happiness here. Despite having little in terms of material goods, the people in the campos are rich in relationships. Family from the cities often visit their country cousins on weekends, sitting in the shade, talking and playing domino. The gravel roads see a steady flow of motorcycle taxis, also called motoconchos, with the passengers waving to their neighbours. Almost everyone is related to a few of their neighbours, relying heavily on family networks. Many families have members living abroad who send money back to Dominican Republic, often with grandparents raising grandchildren while the children's parents work either in the US or in Europe. How many years have you lived here? 25 years in this house. So their family, they come and visit? Tu vives solo, yeah.
Sí,
You live alone.
yes.
¿Y el familia visita mucho?
Sí, sí.
Family visit a lot,
I have
I'm asking.
I have family here, over there.
I'm asking if they have a lot of family in the same street.
Everybody family.
Yeah. One big happy family. ¿Y dónde iglesia? Aquí?
Allá, templo bíblico.
Okay. So just a little bit further up there's a church. Yeah.
Ahí yo me congrego. Yo tengo la llave de abrir la iglesia.
Uh-huh.
Los domingos, la mañana, culto en la mañana.
Yeah.
Y en la semana,
So he gets the key and he unlocks the church. So they have a pastor that comes around to the different churches. It's very tranquil out here. It's very quiet. Whenever there's not a motorbike around, it's very peaceful. Well, continua tu buen trabajo y mucho gusto. Okay. Cuídate.
Gracias.
Okay, gracias para usted. See, here in the campo, life is very tranquilo, even for the doggies and for the people. Hola todos. Okay, I'm just asking, what do they do? This is their drumsticks. Música. Okay. Here we go. We're going to get a drum session here. Looks like there's a local basketball court here. Yeah, muy bien. Traditional Dominican cuisine is a staple in rural areas, with dishes like sancocho, which is a hearty stew, mangú, which is mashed plantains, and various rice and bean dishes being common. Meals are often shared with family and friends, reinforcing social bonds. Rural areas also maintain traditional customs and practices, including music, dance, and festivals that reflect the rich cultural heritage of the Dominican Republic. In the campos, neighbors often have chicken running around in their houses, feeding them cracked corn, leftover rice, and other kitchen scraps. Some also raise roosters for fighting. The roosters start crowing about an hour before sunrise, signaling the start of the day. Men typically work on their farmland, tending to various tasks such as harvesting, weeding, caring for the animals, or repairing fences. while women handle household chores like laundry and cleaning, and often sit and talk with neighbours in the shade. By noon, the men join them, and games of dominoes often take place. Some men work in construction, carrying materials, mixing concrete, and laying blocks. Sometimes crews are hired to maintain road ditches for handling flood water as well. There are many men who operate as motorcycle drivers, also known as motor conchos, providing a taxi service amongst the local communities, connecting them with the highway where bus services or guaguas operate. Women who work in the area are often storekeepers, beauticians, or they are selling lottery or phone-related services. Speaking of alternative transportation methods, about a quarter of the families in the campos either own a horse or a donkey, and a similar percentage own a motorbike. If you're sitting for a while on the roadside, you'll see delivery trucks carrying gravel, hardware products or produce, as well as truckloads of avocados, bananas, yuccas and limes. Many rural residents are heavily involved in the agricultural sector, growing crops like coffee, cacao, bananas, mangoes and sugarcane and more. This lifestyle is labor intensive but deeply connected to the land. Many families grow their own food, including staples like rice, beans, plantains, and various fruits and vegetables. Village boys move donkeys and horses around to graze along the roads. They tie the animals to their day's post in the morning and bring them home in the evening for water. Yeah, in the campo, quite often they'll use fences and so forth to dry their clothes, and washing happens in a big barrel and they rinse it up and then hang it out to dry. So this is a very usual way of doing it over here. Okay, so this gentleman, he's selling butter, and then there's a queso. Very delicious. You can use this in all kinds of salads, etc. It's a 160, 160 pesos for one of these big balls of cheese. I better get one here, but let me shut the camera. Okay, uno de eso, por favor. Sí, gracias. So I'm just heading down a country road in the back of Sabaneta, and I found this chicken farm here. There's like 3 big long houses full of chicken. This is what it looks Dominican style. At least they're not trapped in little boxes all day. They can walk around in these houses. So I just bumped into a friend on the road, and he said, go down this little dirt track, you'll find a community pool. So this is a place where obviously a lot of the farm people, they come in and barbecue and hang out in the weekends. So you find these kind of places usually if somebody points them out, but let's go down and have a look. Looks like there's space for a lot of people here. Little mini waterfalls going down, rapids. Well, they've made sure of it with the sandbags there. So yeah, that looks like nice for a dip. Yeah, folks, I met this guy Halmito here, and I was very curious what he's doing. He's got a net in his hand. So, ¿qué tú buscando aquí?
Beta.
¿Tiene uno?
¿Lo puedo mostrar?
Ajá.
Sí. Mira.
Esa.
Sí.
Tiny little fish, yeah. Y momento. ¿Y esto para qué?
Ese para la pecera, el acuario.
This is for the aquarium, he says.
Acuario.
Okay. So tú vendes ese aquarium?
Acuario, okay, sí.
Yeah. So he walks around here in the swamp amongst all this cane here that's been chopped down or whatever it is, grass, some kind of swamp grass, and he finds these little fish. ¿Y tú tienes diferente tipo de pescado?
No, ahora no.
Eso un tipo.
Solamente beta.
Beta.
Solo beta.
Uh-huh. So this is one type called Veta that he finds out. Oh, muy interesante.
Muy interesante.
Yeah.
Muy interesante.
So that's the first time I've ever met somebody in Dominican Republic who's finding small fish for fish tanks. So he just takes a scoop and then he checks if there's any of these little fish in it. Okay, feliz dia para usted. Cuídate. Gracias. Yeah, so I just met Miguel over here. Hello, Miguel.
Hi.
And he runs a farm where he's got horses, cows and sheep. Yeah. So let's have a look at some of the sheep here. They got, hello, lots of fresh air. Different areas. Some are outside, some are inside, but good life out here. There's a lot of them down there. We'll go up and see these cuties here. They are very cute. Yeah. Where's your mama? Hey, little pup. Where's mama? Looks like they're newly born, these fellas. Yeah. Already hooked into the grass eating here. Some of the best lawn mowers you can get. Aren't you just cute? Hey. So this is typical country living here. House and the right type of vehicle. Truck. Everything they need. Nicey, nicey. So I'm here with Mario. Okay, he's selling some land out here as well, so I'm going to get his number. It's beautiful views. Muy bonita vistas aquí.
Sí, así.
So un poco reparaciones hoy.
Sí.
He's going to make sure the cows can't get out.
Animales de la calle se me entran.
Yeah, sí, es peligroso.
Hey.
Yeah, so he's just making sure that the animals stay in. So good for him. Anyway, beautiful out here. And you can hear how peaceful it is. Look at the landscape. So anybody who buys land out here is going to have an amazing view. So Rasmus here, he just showed me the water level was right up to where those shoes are lying right there. So now they're putting walls in all the way around and then making sure that the water can't annoy them, but it was right up over the bridge there. So that's a shitload of water coming down. Yeah, you don't want to float away or have your house disappear. Anyway, we move on. I'm on a cow farm on the way to Sabaneta. This is your typical smaller cow farm here. Yeah, good life out here, a lot of paddocks out the back. Sheds for when it's raining. Yeah. ¿Cuánto vacas tienes?
500 más o menos.
400 to 500 cows they've got here. Grande producción para leche. Yeah. Okay, perfecto. Gracias, señor. Okay, cuídate. I've been on this piece of land before and there's a lot of cocoa trees in here and coconuts coming down. But obviously when they need to get them down, they use ropes so they don't smash on the ground, and that keeps them intact so they can sell them to the guys in the trucks. Anyway, very tall. Some of them would probably be something like 20 up to 25 meters in height. Yeah, pretty wicked, and it goes all the way down to the ocean. So I'm with Miguel at the moment.
Yeah.
Es Magante, es el lugar.
Villa Magante, sí.
Villa Magante. It's a small township where you have Playa Magante, and he's just taking me down to a friend where you can see all the beehives. So here they produce honey. Maybe you can see the bees hovering above all these little drums here. So, produce mucho miel?
Mucha.
See? So that's Dominican style beekeeping here. ¿Esa abeja es muy agresivo?
No.
I'm going to dare to come a little bit closer here. So you can actually see some of the cone material sticking out the end. Very simple, but works. They produce a lot of honey here, so that's the main thing. Alright, so this is the kind of honey that they produce in these beehives, and most places you can probably get it from about 300 to 500 pesos for something this size. They shove it in a rum bottle that they've cleaned out, and you get pure organic honey. Some of the brands you get in the supermarkets, when you get down to about there, it's just full of sugar, so the rest is probably syrup. But this stuff here that I've managed to get hold of is very pure and tastes good even if you take a spoonful for your throat or something. It's got that pure honey taste to it. There we go. See, so it's a cacao tostado.
Tostado, sí.
So this is toasted
Sí, tosta
cacao.
Ya.
Yeah.
Este se puede comer ya, está tostado,
Uh-huh.
¿ok? Aquí está con cáscara. Ve,
Mhm.
ahí está sin cáscara. Con
Okay.
cáscara, sin
So
cáscara.
this is with the peel on it and without the peel.
Ok, entonces se utiliza este para hacer el chocolate.
Mhm.
Depende de la cantidad o dulce o amargo, se hace el chocolate con este ya, limpio.
Mhm. So they clean it up and then it gets
Se
grinded
le
up
quita la castrita.
into chocolate powder.
Ve,
See?
entonces,
This one is ready.
Mhm.
Ready.
ese está tostado ya. No entiende bien.
So they sell these.
Ya, nosotros lo vendemos así.
Mhm. Okay, so there's.
Entonces, este es dulce, porque contiene azúcar.
So this has sugar. So this is
Sugar.
already
That's
grounded up.
sweet.
Y ese proceso tú tienes aquí?
Sí, yo hago todo el proceso.
Mhm. She does the whole process where
Tiene
she
que venir para yo
grinds up the.
tostarle.
She toasts
Mira,
it. She grinds it up.
es amargo, no contiene azúcar.
Okay, so this is
Nix sweet,
No sugar.
no sugar. Uh-huh.
no sugar, mira.
Yeah, it's a bit bitter. I just tasted the one without the
Déjame
sugar.
buscarte entonces ahora un poquito de cacao.
Okay, so this is the cacao. Now she's opening it up. So there you go. Inside you have these cacao beads
¿Y?
sitting.
De ahí das mucílago. Das.
Ajá.
Enséñale. No mastique. No lo mastique.
Solo se chupa.
Okay.
Ujú.
I'm not supposed to chew it.
Sí,
Okay,
es
so-
amargo. Mira, así.
Hmm.
El mucílago. Esto es mucílago. Se
You have
llama
to
mucílago.
mucílago. You have to
Ah,
suck the
Con esto se
white
hace
meat of it.
white. You know white?
Mhm.
Vino. Vino. Drink.
Yeah. Para tomar.
Para tomar.
Yeah. So they make wine.
Ajá, wine.
Yeah, from that.
White
Con
wine.
esto.
White wine.
Se
White
hace,
wine, yeah.
se
Yeah.
hace vino o una bebida también.
Mhm.
Luego se seca al sol
Mhm.
y ya se puede hacer el proceso del cacao.
Okay. So you can make wine from it, white wine, and if you dry it out, then it can be made into chocolate. The nuts inside there.
Bueno,
So 5 days they dry them out in strong
Okay.
sun, and then
Y
it
luego,
turns dry.
Para tostarlo entre 20, 30 minutos más o menos.
Okay, so they roast them for 20 to 30 minutes,
Depende de la cantidad.
depending on the quantity.
Sí. Son
So this is the
pequeñitas, mira.
small flowers of the cacao.
Sí.
So es un árbol de cacao.
Este es un árbol de cacao.
Yeah, so this is a
Todo
cacao
eso
tree.
es cacao. Todo.
All of this is cacao.
Everything cacao.
And then you have the beekeeping amongst it. Very cool. So here you have the cacao nuts hanging in the tree. There's some more up here.
Aquí están todos los árboles frutales del país.
Ujú.
Casi. Tenemos una variedad altísima, entre 10 tareas de tierra.
Mhm.
10 hectáreas, entonces se hace un recorrido
Mhm.
y se conocen los árboles frutales.
This
del
is a
país.
corridor of the country where they have like 10 hectares of cacao growing here. So, todo cacao.
Y
Producción
frutas,
aquí o
y
mucho?
frutas.
The
Cacao y
fruits.
fruta.
Mhm.
Entre cacao, coco, frutas.
Yeah. So, coconuts, mango.
Mango.
This is the big fruit nest of the country.
Caña de azúcar, banana,
So, this is cana,
banana.
sugar cane. They've got here lots of bananas. They've got a bit of everything here.
Es higuero.
Higuero.
Higuero no se come,
No.
no ir. Das ir, es decir, para comer,
Yo pienso esa un poco mismo calabaza.
efectivamente.
Ajá.
Pero no se come.
Not for eating.
Y uno da maraca. Maraca
Yeah,
del merengue.
maracas, the music instrument. Yeah, that's what you're looking at here.
Ajá.
Yeah.
Ha de ser. Es igual.
Mhm.
Esto y esto.
Perfect. Yeah. Well, folks. Okay, let's go and have a look at what they look like when they're in the tree. Chinola. She's got it all here. Look at these. Let me just see if I can flick it around so you can see my head next to it. There we go. Look at that. That's huge. My head is just a little thing compared to that. So here, she stomps the cacao in this massive mortar here. And that's how she turns it into powder. Y tiene un filtro después
Sí.
para eso, yeah,
Luego se limpia.
para luego. There we go. And then it gets down to the finer stuff there.
That's here cacao.
Yeah. There you go. Pure, raw Dominican cacao.
No chemic, nothing.
No chemicals.
Here, nothing the chemic.
This is 100% organic.
No químico. Aquí.
No chemicals used. So this is where you come for good health products. Yeah, good stuff. Muchas gracias.
Gracias a ti.
Okay,
Gracias por venir.
so come and visit and take the tour around the garden here and learn more.
Si quieren algún tour
Uh-huh.
en la semana, pueden llamarme al WhatsApp, dejarme el mensaje al 829-265-2981. Los visitantes pagan un pase.
Mhm. ¿Y cuánto cuesta el pase?
100 pesos por persona.
Okay, so 100 pesos and you're supporting a good cause here.
También tienen un buffet de fruta y coco para degustar.
So you get to
Miel y
drink
cacao. Sí.
drink some cocoa water and there's a fruit buffet as well. There we go. Well worth it. Come and check it out.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Gracias.
So you come through the curve here just before you head out of town. Saludo. Todo bien. Just before that Lotadom, and you'll find the place over here where you can take the tour through the garden and everything. Very good. Some communities have a public school nearby that admits students from several local areas. The school curriculum, dictated by the government, focuses on basic literacy and maths, with an emphasis on nationalism and Catholicism. Many of these schools struggle with limited resources, including inadequate infrastructure and a shortage of teaching materials. Often rural schools do not offer education beyond the 6th grade. Internet services and computers are rare. Some schools have a few computers and internet access, helping students become familiar with the technology and stay current with YouTube. Local communities frequently support schools through various initiatives and programs, and therefore students often receive a good quality lunch. República Dominicana.
República Dominicana.
Una más vez.
República Dominicana.
Churches play a vital role in the small communities in the Dominican Republic, serving not only as places of worship, but also as centers for social and community activities. Services are often lively with music, singing and dancing, reflecting the rich cultural heritage of the Dominican people. Churches also host various community events such as festivals, Bible studies and youth programs. And the churches in these areas often go beyond spiritual support, providing essential services to their communities. They may distribute food, assist with basic construction, and work with local leaders to address healthcare needs.
¿Por qué le dio tanta brega levantar esa iglesia? Porque la iglesia en aquel lugar el pueblo estaba de una manera tal, parecía la ciudad de Puerto Plata, que era una ciudad marítima, cerca del mar, y había gente de diferentes lugares.
Toma mi corazón y siéntate a reinar.
Many rural communities face economic challenges, including poverty and limited access to resources. Employment options may be limited compared to urban areas. One of the main issues in the campos is access to water. In some areas, the public water system delivers water through pipes, and a few households have taps in their kitchens or gardens. However, many rely on shared taps or alternative sources like wells, rivers, and rainwater collection. Water delivery by truck is an option as well, but it's often unaffordable for most residents. The lack of water also means a lack of proper sanitation facilities. Many campo houses have latrines, which is a hole in the ground, instead of indoor toilets. And nearly 50% of homes in the Dominican Campos still use latrines, which need to be relocated every few years as they fill up. Yeah, the tubing here, you can see, it's interesting how they do things. This is a typical country latrine. So you simply just come here, open the door and shove it closed, and you sit over this square hole there, and then you just do your business. So as you can see, everything but fancy, but it gets the job done. And electrical connections are often illicit and of poor quality, with limited power availability in mountainous areas. Propane cooking is not that popular amongst the poor, since it entails obtaining both the tank and a stove, so most people just use the wood fire. Assistance is also available for grocery purchases through government vouchers, accepted at small local stores or colmados. The agricultural nature of the area means that bananas and avocados, plantains, are often found by the roadsides, or people grow them in their properties. And the chicken, they roam around freely, yet everybody does know whose chickens belong to who. While a healthy diet might be hard to come by, actual starvation is not a common issue down here. Rural areas often have limited access to healthcare, education, and other essential services. Residents may need to travel to nearby towns for better facilities. Public transportation options are less frequent, so many people rely on motorcycles and personal vehicles to get them around. Hello, what is your name?
Jariel.
Jariel, relaxing here.
Yeah, relaxing.
And hola.
Muñoz.
Yeah, Muñoz, aquí. Yeah. So you work around here, or?
Yeah, the colmado.
Okay, so this is his colmado here, cafeteria, Mariette, Hugo's, y todos. All right, so this is where you relax when you're not busy.
Yeah, relaxation.
All right, life is good.
Bueno,
Sol, sunshine today.
Yeah.
Life is good. Well, you come across everything here in the country. This guy, he's breeding dogs. ¿Y qué marca again? Rohali. All right, so he's breeding dogs over here. Somebody's having fun. Yeah, you see everything in the campo. Life in the campos of the Dominican Republic is a blend of tradition, community, and hard work. The strong sense of community, family ties, and connection to the land make it a unique and resilient way of life. There you go, folks. I hope you gained some insight into the rural life of the country and enjoyed this video. And feel free to leave a comment below. For relocation consultancy, you can contact me at info@educatedtraveler.info, and to check out my online information service InfoHub, simply look in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.